There, good evening. Well, it's evening here in Youngstown, Ohio. It's probably 7:10, 7:15, Sunday night, which means tomorrow's Monday, which means it's back to work. Boo. Anyhow, I want to do a little catch up on my 10 by 1110 group build. By the way, anybody else who wants to jump in on this, you can. You don't need to have 10. You could have one really involved one that you put away. You could have 5, 4, 3, 8. I don't care. I just like to see a video of of one of your started projects. Show me where you're at now and, try to finish it up by November 10th. I don't really want a totally virgin kit because that's not the idea. The idea is to, finish up shelved projects you have, started projects. I got like 35 of them total. Well, actually a little over 35 because I got the ones for group builds, but I'm not counting those. I'm counting my personal ones, so I picked 10 of my 35 to get finished by November 10th. Some are closer than others, and some are, a lot more involved. So it'll be a challenge for those ones. I'm making pretty good progress this week. I've done something every day this week, all during the week, and even yesterday. And today I haven't done much. For some reason, I was extremely tired today, and I did some errand running, and I just slept most of the afternoon. I don't know if I'm going to get to sleep normal time tonight or not. But anyhow, let's look at some of the progress I have made. This is one I started a few years back, and I never did finish it. One of these, I had one of these, was one of my first model kits ever, and I actually had the CUDA version, but the chassis are the same. And oh god, I can never get that thing built right, as a kid. So anyhow, here's where we're at. The body, I just need to get cleared. And then the bumpers will be painted silver too. But I went with a bright green color, is a Tamiya color. And I went with a semi-gloss on the hood and the windowsill and up around here, which is going to get cleared. So it'll all be kind of glossy when it's done. I'm not going to try to go too ultra glossy, but there it is. I used these decals I had. They're Slicks decals. I bought them for a Pro Mod resin body for a Willys or a Willis, however you want to pronounce it. And I had them leftover ones, and I had these, and I'm like, they're going to fit right on there. So that's where I used them. And those are the separate decals for the tail lights. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. The one kind of crinkled, and if you know these tail lights from the kit, they're contoured. They have little dips in them. But I used a lot of setting solution, and I think it looks pretty good for what it is. It's going to have the chutes back there. But funny, it has a marker light molded in, even though it's a funny car body. Come on, focus. Focus. That's better, sort of. But yeah, in the front end, I painted it all black, and I used, there were plenty of headlight decals on that sheet. Come on, focus on one thing, will you? There you go. And I use a lot of setting solution, and they float around there really well. The marker lights are painted. This inner piece is just sitting in here. It's going to be painted just like that, an aluminum color. But that's the body. That's going to get cleared here real soon. Probably at work tomorrow, because I got the shop to use. And the chassis is painted Testor's Extreme Lacquer. They call it, I forgot what they call it. It's just a metallic black, basically. And of course, these aren't glued in yet because the engine attaches to one of these. Then you have to sort of put it in the position there. And this is just sitting there too, because the driver's seat sits and all that. Oh, it's really hard to see this thing in this lighting. Okay, but yeah, that goes something like up and down straight. That's what the engine bell housing gets put to. So that's why it can't be glued in yet. But I didn't realize, I wasn't reading the instructions closely, that it has to go in between these frame rails. I glued all these frame rails together, bare plastic, And then I realized this has to go in there. Well, it won't go in once it's assembled. So I had to break the glue joints, get it in there, and then glue the frame back together. And then just leave this loose until such time as the engine, because it kind of goes in, kind of like gets tilted upwards. And Deuce is on my lap right now, being a pain. But I got like the engine assembled, and it's got to be painted yet. You know, the basic block and the heads. I stripped a lot of the chrome. The front wheels will probably stay chrome, but they might get like a charcoal spoke and dulled down. The rear wheels, which are probably really hard for you guys to see in this lighting. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on. Deuce, you're shaking everything. Here you go. They'll probably get painted like that darkened gold color. Like a lot of the drag cars were. The tires need to be sanded yet. I super glued that whole thing. That seam seems to be holding together pretty tight. So I gotta sand that down. Then I'll paint these with a nice flat black or something. They don't look too bad, but you know, I'm probably have to paint that once I sand all that. Give it a scuffing. But you know, there's a lot of little things like the valve covers. They'll be, you know, they'll be painted too. Maybe like a, they might just get painted a wrinkle black. You know, who knows? Or a gold color, anything that they would have been back in the day. But yeah, that's Deuce. Come on, get down, buddy. Get down. And the engine, you know, I'll probably paint maybe the oil pan red and the block, you know, black or something with aluminum heads. I haven't decided yet, but that's where that's at. I got some of the chrome will stay chrome. You know, you got the radius rods and your wheelie bars and all that. But that's where that one's going. So I have made some progress on something. The headers, I might do them in maybe a dark metal color, like a bronze with a, some heat staining on them. But that's where that one is. Front end, it got to get painted the same color as the chassis is. But get some of this in the box here. And, like some of that, the tie rods and stuff, will probably leave them chrome. I may dull them a little bit. But I'm happy with the way it's coming out. Give it that vintage look. And the bumpers will probably be silver. They won't be chromey. They'll be painted a silver color. And that's it. I don't think I'm going to do too much wiring. I did pick up this yesterday. It's one of these pre-wired distributors. I'll probably put that on there. And, wire the engine up. But that's where that one is. So I committed some time to that one this week. We were pretty slow at work this whole week. And that would be an understatement. So since we were so slow, that gave me time to work on some of these at work. In between what few jobs we had. So, and there's the, whatchamacallit, the Hudson. I did manage to get the inside of it painted there, as you can see. So the headliner and everything's painted. It will get bare metal around the windows. I also painted the inner fenders, but they're going to probably get painted a coat of black, because I think on the real car that's how it was. I'm going to move this camera over a little bit here. Hold on. There we go. And then the interior, I got the block painted. The color a Hudson engine's supposed to be that year. And then the interior, I looked it up online to see what interior colors Hudson's had, and this is something pretty close to what they had. Kind of reminds me of a peanut butter cup. I had some Tamiya brown. I just thinned it down and put it in my airbrush. And I had this, oh, here it is right here. I had this from MCW. So that's the lighter colors you see here, and the same color I painted the headliner. So it's going to be a two-tone interior, like it would have been in the real world. Let's see here. Yeah. Here's one of the door panels. I did the same to it. There'll be using bare metal foil, and I'll put the little moldings that divides the color, and then I'll probably use a chrome pen for the handles and the window cranks. Other than that, though, I mean, I got the chassis painted black, and a lot of the other chassis components black, and some are I used a satin, some I used a flat, and then some I put a gloss coat over some of the flat, and just so it all changes up a little bit. But so there's various, I guess, shades of black or sheens of black. There'll be some steel color and stuff like that too. Here's the air cleaners to match the engine. Painted the exhaust. It'll get more detailed. Just did a bunch of stuff like that. Got the firewall painted and glossed up. And let's see what else we got here. It's just a lot of suspension and chassis type stuff, like the radiator. It's glossier than everything else, and the dashboard. Of course, I'll probably use a lot of bare metal, and they give you decals for the gauges, but all these ribs and stuff, I'll probably use some bare metal or a chrome pen on those to detail that out. But yes, I have made some progress this week. So, it's not like I totally sat on my butt. There's the diff. A lot of black. It's just going to be very, very basic. The only thing I might not use, on the box, as you can see here, they're showing them as steelies with like big old hubcaps. And these wheels are all molded as one chrome unit. So I'd have to somehow scuff that chrome and paint it the brown color. Totally strip these, paint the brown color, and then chrome the hubcaps, which I might do, or I might just use a whole different wheel and tire combo anyhow. They show it with the white walls on the cover, except the side box, it's just black with all chrome wheel, which really isn't accurate. And they don't give you, the tires are black walls only. Come on, get out of the box here. Here we go. There we go. But the decals provide no white walls. But I have some white wall tires, so I might put some different wheels and tires on it. Excuse me. What I like about the Hudson is it's already got a lowered lead sled look, especially with this skirt coming all the way down to the rocker. You don't see much of the rear wheel and tire anyhow. You could probably put anything on there, but I might lower it a tad. Just a tad, make it look hunkered down, but I might change the wheels and tires on it. But yeah, it's coming along. But I wanted to show you guys that stuff, that say, hey, yes, I'm making progress. So I definitely want to get as much done as I can by November 10th. And as I finish them, I will present them. Like I said, most of these are not going to get wiring and tons of fuel lines and all that stuff, because most of these are going to be just shelf models. As long as they look good sitting in the cabinet, who cares? So, like I said, if you want to join in, show me what you got. Show me your started, your stashed, your stalled projects, whatever you want to call them, and let's see if we can get some of them finished. See if this will motivate you. I know it's motivate me to get them off the shelf. I'm really bummed out though because I went to get the NPC Dodge Demon kit that's supposed to be out, and we don't have it yet. It was supposed to be like last week. Excuse me. And Tom never called me, but I figured, well, you know what? Maybe he lost my number or got busy. So I stopped in there yesterday, and he doesn't have it yet. He said it's supposed to be Tuesday for sure. So hopefully he gets Tuesday morning, and I can go in my lunch hour and pick it up. Though I'm not going to start it right away. I just like to get it. But I was in there, and he had this on clearance already, or on special. So though I got one of the earlier versions of this, I figured I'd get this version, the newest reissue. As you can see there, it's got the decals for the stripes in silver or blue. So you could, paint it silver with the blue stripes or blue with the silver stripes or, black with silver or whatever, red with silver. Excuse me again, even white with silver. You could do something with it. So I picked up that while I was there. And, but that's it. Just kind of wanted to show you guys a quick update on where I was. And hope to get some other stuff done this week and move on. And there's a view of my messy bench here. See, messy. I mean, at least I can get to the cutting pad. So it's not quite as bad. And all that good stuff. So, okay, well, hey, I'm going to go do something else. I got a couple other things I want to do this evening, and I'm going to get back to the work table here and try to progress some more. So, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Excuse me. See what I mean? I slept all that time and I'm still yawning. Oh my God, what the hell's with me today? Oh, anyhow. Okay, well, hey, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go take care of some other things and get myself mentally prepared for going back to work. So, talk to you later. Bye-bye.